today's video, actually no, that'd be terribly copyrighted, but I thought I'd just do that nod real quick because I've actually been watching. I was kind of curious because last Halloween, like the whole Five Nights at Freddy's 4 came out, and I didn't know really what that whole phrase was about. Didn't even know who Markiplier was. Thought I'd kill two birds with one stone and just figure them both out at once. So I just went like marathon the entire, like he has like 43 videos. Anyway, onto this video. Today's video I'm going to be talking about ARAM, the game mode. And the thing is, for me, ARAM was a untilt kind of game mode you could go to because let's say you're playing a bunch of ranks and rank's not really your day, but you kind of want to keep pushing it. For me, I would never really want to keep pushing through ranked if I was having too many bad games. I'd want to go through and go like hit intermediate bot mode or go hit ARAM, and ARAM I thought was pretty nice until this person named MarkiDasher slid their way on in. And this summoner spell, I can't say I'm a huge fan of because I'm an 80 carry main, so then yes, it's all about the whole tanks being able to flash and then snowball or snowball flash and then kill you either with the ult or even a point and click if you're Garen or somebody. That's where I'm coming from right now, so I will say that, but freeze for a second because I see no reason to completely hate the summoner spell, despite what I'm going to talk about it in this video. Because I think it's actually pretty cool, all things considered. The fact that before you might just get poked to death in like a poke comp because it was like one lane, there's a giant team fight kind of field, and now you can have more engage options for different comps because you do get random picks, right? That's part of the whole game mode. So I will give that to MarkiDasher. I just, as a 80 carry main, not too fond of certain things, like the fact that I might dodge the snowball, but my partner didn't dodge the snowball because they all had a Scion, Malphite, and a Garen. We dodged Scion and Malphite snowballs, but Garen's snowball hit Thresh. He jumps to him, flashes to me, and then drops the hammers. And that's also personally because I just don't like Garen. I'm pretty sure he's a nice guy. To each their own, to whatever Katarina sees, but I just don't like playing against Garen ever in the game, so, But outside of that, it's a pretty decent spell. I just don't think that it's what and what. I kind of don't like ARAM because of it, but I do acknowledge that what the good it's done for it. Because for me, my problem is towers are already weak. Like towers, first of all, towers don't know what leg day is. That's very obvious. We can see that. They don't even have legs to begin with, right? And a tower's nightmare, they see Tristana, Jinx, and then legs running around, because these are things they'll never be able to get away from the reality that they exist, right? But that's just too bad. But on top of that, towers don't hit worth nothing either. So obviously they don't actually even know what a gem is at all, because they don't even hit like a truck if you get dove by a Garen or somebody. They hit like an empty bottle of water, which is pretty useless. I'm just pretty sure though, like this isn't actually how a real snowball fight works though. Like I don't think I go outside, throw a snowball at somebody's face and I can jump in their face and like knock them out all of a sudden. Otherwise, I've been missing out on quite a bit of things in snowball fights that I apparently need to get caught up on. I'm just pretty sure that's not a thing in the world. It'd be criminal probably. Actually, matter of fact, snowball fights would probably be banned. It'd be illegal, but who knows? Because obviously this MarkiDasher summoner spell is like the economy America wants, because it's literally a handout for everybody, because I don't see this game with like at least half the people having it, even if they're a squishy target, because maybe you're a squishy burst target, so you go in and you burst somebody down. Like there's something for everybody, right? Speaking of the economy, another one of my beefs with ARAM though happens to be just that, it's economy. Why is it that we always load up and there's always all these like starving poros like everywhere on the map, every time we all load up? You got them sliding off stuff, falling to their deaths, you got parts of the bridge collapsing, and they just live in this environment. What's up with that? We can't get like whatever the heck Valorant's Salvation Army up in here and like just at least see about that? I don't know. I think my biggest beef with ARAM probably is the fact that there isn't a single RAM anywhere up in this map ever. It's called ARAM, but there's not a single RAM anywhere in this map. And considering all the collisions of all the salt that goes down in this mode, especially with MarkiDasher and all this stuff, because let me tell you something, MarkiDasher has decided to bring out some of the best in people, but some of the worst in people. When you're playing in a random game mode and you get told to uninstall because you can't 1v3, because Master Yi and Hecarim can now get into your face and you're Xerath, I'm sorry, Teemo, but there's only so much I can do, even if I am Xerath. First of all, isn't salt what they use to break up snow when it covers roads and stuff anyway? I'm surprised all of this could actually really still exist all this time later. But anyway, people want to insist that ARAM stands for an acronym, just like MF stands for like an acronym as well, and not what you say as misfortunes Make It Rain pokes you out to death behind a tower in lane, even though it's 6.1, and it still does like incredible tons of damage. And on a serious note, it's a good spell. I can't say I like it. I say personally I can't stand it, to be honest, but I recognize that it's a good summoner spell, and what it does is good, and it helps quite a bit of people. So on that, standpoint, I don't think it should be gotten rid of. I was personally more on the favor of maybe increasing rerolls or being allowed to disable certain picks when you're in ARAM as well, like as an addition. Not necessarily take MarkiDasher away, maybe as an addition, also be able to do that. Because for me, I know there's some champions I picked up specifically for Summoner's Rift that I know aren't good at or on ARAM. So, also, shout out to Markiplier, because I've been watching his videos. He's been very thoroughly entertaining, and that's why I did the intro. That's even why I'm wearing the glasses. That's even why I tried to do the voice at the beginning. That was a nod to him, by the way. I don't know when the next video is going to be, because in life there are a lot of kinks. But until next time, take care. GG, get jinxed.